Welcome back to another episode of Beeks Corner. It's your boy Beeks, and I'm back in the building. You know the routine. We're out here, we're rolling, and we are moving. It's another day, another week, another dollar. Bruv, catch us on the socials at Beeks Corner, which is on Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I said make sure twice, you know them ones there like a thing. But guys, I've got a special guest. I've been, watching the man them from Eyes on the Ball TV. These man cover everything in terms of sports, especially football. So if you man know about them, bruv, make some noise for my guy, man like Daniel. What you telling them, bro?
Good, bro. Just happy to be on and just happy
Bro.
to dissect stuff with you today.
Hey, bruv, man brings the knowledge. He brings the knowledge, bruv. Honestly, I'm telling
Stop
you,
it, man.
And listen, I've been watching you, man. I've been listening to you, man. You man produce so much good content, so it's only right that to have you on. It's a pleasure for you to come on, man. I appreciate this, bruv. But bruv, tell the man then what fan you are, because a lot of people, I bring people on here, yeah, and people, majority of them say, you're only bringing United fans, you're only bringing United fans. And I'm like, all right, cool, bro, all right, cool. So, yeah, man, let the man them know what fan you are, and yeah.
So, yeah, Daniel Bamaji, as you said, Eyes on the Ball TV, support Chelsea, diehard Chelsea fan, been a Chelsea fan since God knows when. And yeah, man, been through all the regimes of the new age Chelsea, like people like to call us, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Bruv, and I'm sure as a Chelsea fan, you must get stick, bruv. You must get so much stick.
Do you know what? I think it's kind of worn off, Think about it. We're old, like we're big men now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's no longer like when we were back in secondary school. Your team made in 2003, 2004. Like if you think about it, 2003, 4 was a long time ago now.
Long time ago.
A really long time ago now. So yeah, I think it's kind of worn off. Like it's gonna be new banter. So we'll see. Man City fans, I said the people coming through primary school now are going to be supporting Man City. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
They're going to go through their period and that. So
they're going to be looking at us, man, thinking, what, you support Chelsea? You support Man United? Like, this is what we're supporting. But no, I hear you. Bruv, I don't even know. You know what? Let's start. I'm trying to think, what's been the biggest game so far this weekend? And I think in all, if we're being honest, it's probably the United game because of how the spotlight's on Man United, regardless. We just have to be real with the situation, innit? Man United played Everton at Goodison Park, innit? Yeah. And I looked at that and I thought, all right, cool. I'll be honest, I predicted us to get a draw. I said it was going to be a draw. I thought, all right, you know what? This is going to be one of them ones where you get a draw, but somehow, the draw won't be enough and he's gone. That's it. But I should have known better, man, because when this guy is under the cosh, some way, somehow, a result will pop out of the bag. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. Manchester United won at Goodison Park 3-1 on the score sheet. I think it was Bernard and Bruno Fernandes with 2 goals. And he gave a nice assist for Cavani to bag his first Premier League goal. Yeah. I watched that game, and from my perspective, I just thought it was a professional performance, bro, because I thought everyone did what they had to do. They did their job as a professional footballer should do. And I know everyone had to bounce back, and obviously they showed character, but at the same time, I want consistency, bro. I can't be losing. I can't have this team be losing to Istanbul, who I only found out was created in 1990, bro. Understand? And then losing to Arsenal. Like, where was this energy when we had to play Arsenal, bruv? I'm seeing Bruno Fernandes running in late into the box and getting a header. I'm thinking, right, cool. I'm seeing Shaw provide an assist again. So that's 2 assists in 2 games for Luke Shaw. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that, I'm thinking, bruv, like, why can't you guys just remain consistent? And I just want to know from an outside perspective, because obviously when you tweet, you make a lot of sense in it, and I'm like, bro, Daniel makes sense in it out here.
Yeah.
From your perspective, you're looking at, how do you see United right now? Because I just feel like we're shambles at the moment, bruv, and we're heading down a dangerous path if we don't change things. So how are you seeing this whole United situation?
So whenever people ask me about United, I always say, look, at the end of the day, let's stop. And the reason why I like watching Terry from the Football Terrace is because he does this as well. Let's stop looking at the what the problem is. Let's stop looking at what we can see the problem is. Let's go to the root cause. What is the root cause? What is actually the problem? And the problem with United is Sir Alex left. That is the problem. Do you get what I'm saying? That's where it all started. When Sir Alex left, he obviously appoints someone. He says Moyes is the guy to take over. A lot of people in the background, like the boardroom and stuff like that, that changes a lot as well. And there's just a different process going on with United. Starts with Moyes, doesn't work out. Footballing philosophy doesn't make sense. And we're all thinking it's just because of Moyes. But not knowing that Moyes didn't get his targets either. Moyes didn't get the guys he wanted. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you might not agree with his selections in terms of who he wanted, but you get a manager in and you get him the players he wants. Do you get what I'm saying? I think I remember that he wanted Leighton Baines or something like that. Just he wanted guys that he basically trusted and he thought he could take them to the next level.
Yeah, he wanted like the Cesc Fabregas, the Tony Cruz, the Leighton Baines.
Yeah, like all of them.
All of them, man. Yeah.
So it's like, look, that was the start of a cycle that we didn't really anticipate, or that United fans didn't anticipate. Moyes doesn't work out. You bring in Louis van Gaal, has a reputation that precedes him, got a fantastic CV. He comes in. He doesn't necessarily get the players that he wants. Footballing philosophy people don't like. People are saying he's not getting the results in. And you're not winning enough. You're not winning enough trophies. You're thinking, all right, we're United. We need to be winning. We need to be competing. And I think in the tenure, you only won the FA Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Cool. You say now, let's bring in Mourinho, the big guy, the guy that's supposed to change our fortunes, the guy that's supposed to win the Premier League now so we can stabilize ourselves. And that doesn't happen. Yes, he does win, but it doesn't happen the way you lot wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
Martial, Rashford, he doesn't like them. He wants to bring in his own players, doesn't trust these guys, doesn't think they have the balls to basically compete. And now we're at Oli, a situation where, in my personal opinion, the job is way too big for him. Someone of his 100%. Resume, someone of his talents, in quotation marks, the job is big for him. However, he's in the job. As a United fan, you should be backing your manager. You should be trying to support him. And the same goes for the board. Like, I just think Ollie's in a situation where he's been hung out to dry, but time and time again, and this is where I give him credit. Look, as much as you might think he doesn't have a footballing philosophy, as much as you might not think he gets the best out of his players, as much as you think that he's not coaching well, as much as you think he's a PE teacher, he doesn't have good tactics. When his back is against the wall, time and time again, he produces, and no one can tell me, in my opinion, that the players aren't playing for him. I just think you're getting beat by teams that are better prepared, that are coming into games with more tactics, more nows in how to beat Man United. Bro, United players are still playing for Oli. Like, you were 1-0 down yesterday. That's what people will forget about the score.
Yeah, it's facts. It's true.
And it wasn't like you got a lucky penalty. It was a well-worked goal, first goal, a nice second goal, and a third goal on the counter to seal it up. Like, a typical game of football.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Look, all I'm saying is, to take it to the next level, maybe Oli isn't the guy, but you just have to give credit where credit is due. And I think he's on a short leash right now. Like, one game and it's all gonna.
Yeah. No, I hear exactly what you're saying, Daniel, and I want to be the first one to tell you, like, I'm. One thing is, when it comes to the managers, I don't want to see any manager that is representing Manchester United and managing Manchester United to fail. I'm sure you can say that vice versa for your club. When a manager comes in, you back them first and foremost. You understand what I'm saying? My problem is that I've seen games like the Istanbuls, the Arsenals, and prior games before all that where there hasn't been a plan B. There hasn't been a way where, okay, this is how I'm going to switch it up. Ollie knows when to use something, or he's analyzed a team and goes, right, this is how we're going to beat them. Cool. And when he sticks with it, he sticks with it. And when he gets it right, he gets it right. And I'll give him the praise where the praise is due. Yes, you're right in the sense of, okay, he's the man at the job at the moment. Yes, his time is very limited because of the the results that Man United have been producing. However, at the same time, these players want to play for. They're not saying they don't want to play for Oli. Obviously,
Do you
they
know
have
what the
to do
problem is? Do you know what? Shall I tell you what the problem is for
Please.
me? The problem I have right now is if you plan on sacking Oli, sack him now. Stop waiting.
Bro.
Do you get what I'm saying?
This is
like,
my thing.
It doesn't you can't tell someone. Let's even take football away from it. You can't tell someone in their job, oh, the next time you make a mistake, you're out in a job that is like based on mistakes that you can. It's very, very possible that maybe, let's say, in the trading world, that's a job where it's high risk. The next time you put on a bet and it doesn't come through, you're getting sacked, and you're like everyone's making mistakes. I'm the guy that's on this leash where if my next bet flops, I'm out. So then why would I put myself in that position? Or why, as a governor, board of directors, whatever, why would I put my team in the position where it's toxic? That's toxic. That's a toxic situation. If you're going to sack the manager, or you plan on sacking the manager, sack the manager.
Do it now. This is the thing. That's the problem. Is our board is not as ruthless as your one. We don't have the Roman. We don't have the people who have footballing brains at Manchester United, unfortunately. And they're the type to waste time. For example, they wasted time with Louis van Gaal at that time when he lost 4 on the bounce, bro. They wasted time with Mourinho when they knew the situation at Manchester United with Mourinho and the Pogbas, and there was a bit of animosity in the locker room. They wasted time with that. They wasted time with Moyes, bro. You understand what I'm saying? These men haven't got a Scooby. And like you said, the moment Ferguson left, that's when everything changed. When Woodward took over David Gill's position as well. Everything, the whole of Manchester United, the whole structure, it just changed. And that's why we're in the position that we are in at the moment. You're absolutely right. If these men don't want Oli in, then sack him now. Don't wait until the next game or the game after, because if the more you prolong it, the more you're probably going to get left behind. I mean, you look at the likes of Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool. These men are winning their games, and I know we beat Everton, who were on a good run, and they won, I think, 5 in a row. But obviously, the previous results against Liverpool, Newcastle, and whatnot has been poor. Man United are expected to be beating teams like Everton. No disrespect to Everton. No disrespect. I expect us to be beaten. I look at our squad, our team, and I say, bruv, we can beat them. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, is to echo what you said. Teams nowadays are well prepared in beating and knowing how to beat Manchester United. Exactly, better prepared. Yeah. So I'm not here to say, because I'll be real. Everton were poor, bro. Everton were absolutely poor. So why should I now, all hell all the players and the manager when I know, bruv, you just did your job. Do you get me? You did your professional job away from home, and you did what you had to do. Simple. Why couldn't you do this prior? Why couldn't you do this against Istanbul? Why couldn't you do this against Arsenal? That's where my problem is. I'm so frustrated, and it's true what you said. If you're gonna get rid of Oli, get rid of him now. The thing is, United fans have to be prepared to give whoever comes in time. That's my thing, because it doesn't matter who you get in now. If you get in a Poch or you get in a Nagelsmann that people want or whatnot, you have to give these men time. And another, go on then.
Before you make that point, the thing is though, like, why I don't believe that the answer is necessarily bringing in a manager with better tactics is because you've had good managers. As much as
we have. Yeah, you're right.
You say Mourinho wasn't your cup of tea, but Mourinho is a good manager, successful manager. Louis van Gaal is a successful manager. You know what I'm saying? Experienced, he's seen it all. So for me, bringing in Pochettino doesn't change the trend that we've seen, isn't it? Like, there will come a situation where, for example, if Pochettino maybe isn't performing to the best or to what United fans expected and the board expected, they will stop giving him the players he wants to get. And that was the problem he had with Tottenham. Daniel Levy wasn't trying to give him the players he wanted. And that same trend will keep carrying on if things at the top... People underrate the value of an organization, the value of a functioning head office guys who trust the guys down below. Do you get what I'm saying?
Trust, 100%.
Like
that ladder that you have.
It's so important in every single sport. Like some sports, it's more important than others. However, there's no sport you can tell me the organization does not matter. Like, of course, yeah. I mean, it's easy to compare to Chelsea. Like, we've got an owner who loves the club, who do anything for the club, put money into the club. And that's why he wants the club to succeed. He hires people who know football, hires people who know how to get the best out of transfers, the best out of players, hire the right coaches, hire the right managers. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, if you don't have an organization that shares those goals, that wants you to succeed, then you're doomed to fail. Like, 100%. the manager doesn't really have, like, it. You don't have as much control as you think. The control lies at the top.
Starts from the top, yeah.
And however much control the top wants to give the guys at the bottom, that's how far you're going to succeed, and that's how far you're going to go.
I totally agree. I agree in that sense. The reason why I'm saying now, if they bring in another manager now, is probably because, again, I'll use the example because it's the worst kept secret in football. Obviously, Manchester United admire Pochettino. They've obviously, I think they've said they've made contact or whatnot. I'm not too sure how true that is, but let's go off that now. Cool. They'll look at that and they'll think, but you know what? This guy, he didn't really spend a lot at Spurs, number one. That's what Manchester United want at right now. They don't want to be spending all this cash and whatnot. So they'll look at that and think, right, cool, he's a good fit. Number two is about making sure that this club is stabilized, because Manchester United is not stabilized. The fact that we got third last season was a miracle, bro. Let's be real. That's down to Leicester failing, bro, not Chelsea, because Chelsea were doing their thing. That's down to Leicester's demise. So they'll look at that and they think, all right, Poch got Spurs not top four once, but he got them there and kept them there for a good certain amount of years and got them Champions League without spending one dime in that transfer window. United will look at that. You understand? They'll look at that, they'll analyze them and say, oh, cool, this is the man. And there was one thing someone said, I think my boy told me, he watched something, he said, someone mentioned it and he said, look, Poch is a person right now. If they bring him in, how can you bring someone in and expect him to win something when he hasn't been expected to win any trophies at the clubs he's previously been in? Now that I sat down and I thought, you know what, that's absolutely right. So I don't want to hear if these people that are saying, well, United fans that are saying we want Poch, just keep the same energy with the whole things of, yeah, this is Man United, we want trophies. No. This man hasn't won trophies like that. He's stabilized clubs. He's made sure that clubs have reached their maximum potential, with whatever he has. So if you are willing to wait for Poch to succeed, then you have to give him time.
Just look at it's just easy. Like football isn't as complicated as people make it out to seem. Like, fam,
Facts.
Like, we talk it, we breathe it, we live it every single day. But the reason why we can do that is because it's not hard to understand. Once you grasp it, you grasp it. Do you get what I'm saying? And I say it all the time. Going to Chelsea, when I look at Lampard, I'm like, cool. Like, one of the major criticisms I had of him is because he wasn't simplifying things that he was just making things overcomplicated, using players in positions that they shouldn't be used in, team selections that just didn't make sense. And the same goes for, like, United. Simplify the process. Let's strip it all back down now. If we're getting in Poch, even though he hasn't won anything or been expected to win anything, give him every best possible resource within your power to succeed. Let him outline the plan that he wants. Let him say, these are the players I want that will fit my plan, and go from there. And if he fails, then the board can be like, I told you so.
Right.
But at least show some evidence. Give us the groundworks and say, yeah, we're putting full faith. You see what Roman did for Lampard this window?
Of course.
If Lampard doesn't succeed now,
it's
we
on
can
Lampard.
Then look at Lampard. Exactly.
It's on Lampard, exactly.
That's how it should all work. Do you get what I'm saying? Now the blame is split between the board, it's split between Ollie, it's split between coaching staff, the players. There's so many people that can take a piece of the blame pie, when really and truly, the process can just be simplified if we say, I'm giving you the resources, take this, buy who you want, get it done, now produce on the pitch.
Yeah.
Get me results.
And we don't have that. We don't have that.
Exactly. And that is the problem.
And that's where it stems from what you said, structure. We don't have that structure. The ladder is not strong. The legs for the ladder is wobbly, bruv. You understand what I'm saying? There's no foundation at the moment. And that's where we're at. And we've hit. It hurts me to see us at the bottom half of the table after we're in November, and I know we've only played a certain amount of games because the season started in September. But bro, like, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, bro,
15th
what the
is
hell
not
is
good.
this? It's
Yeah.
not good, man. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm all for the banter, bro. I'll take banter any day because I give it. If I could give it, then I have to take it, bro. Simple as. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just thinking, bro, is this where my club's come to, bro? Is this where we're at? And it is. That is where we're at. If you want to succeed right now, bro, you gotta take action, like you said, and get rid of him, bro. Because this ain't gonna get any better. Because the inconsistency is worrying as it is. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They backed, bro, with Ollie. They backed him and they didn't back. It's half-hearted, bruv. If you look at it, it's half-hearted, isn't it? It doesn't sound, we'll back you, but we don't really want to back you. I want Sancho. We can't give you Sancho, but we'll give you two players who are up and coming, and we'll spend the amount that was roughly about Sancho, but we'll give you two for the price of one. That makes sense. Cool.
Yeah, it's like, fam, it's like if you wanted Cavani, get Cavani at the beginning of the season so Oli can have him at the beginning of the season. Like, if you wanted Cavani's not someone you need to wait. He was a free agent. Like, he hadn't played in time. He could have been training. He could have been doing what, like, God knows what, to get him prepared.
Ago.
Now you have to get him prepared mid-season. It's good that he got his goal. I think Cavani's a good signing.
100%.
Cavani can have the same effect Thiago Silva's having at Chelsea. Like, fam, these guys are experienced. Like, wherever they go, they're gonna succeed. That's how good these guys are.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I mean, it comes down to what we're talking about and what we're trying to break down. Structure, man. Structure is everything.
It's everything.
No matter the organization, no matter any walk in life, whatever you're trying to do, you need to have structure in it. And currently, Manchester United are lacking heavily in structure.
Heavily. This shit won't change. The thing is, a lot of people think it's just going to change overnight, bro. It's not going to change anytime soon, bro. So I agree with the fact that even if you bring a manager in, the structure at the top is not going to change, bruv. That them man, they're fixated in their ways. Unless they're willing to say, all right, cool, I'm doing a shit job, let me walk away. Nah, man, right now it's all about money. People need to be eating, bruv. And if they're getting paid well, then why am I going to leave a job that, is paying me well? It's simple as. And you think Edward was thinking about, do you know what? Maybe I should leave for the better of this club. No, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The man cares about his own pockets and his own how his family's living and whatnot. It's as simple as, bruv. That's how life is. You go to a job, you think you're caring about the corporation. No, you're caring about your pockets, bro. When you clock in, you're caring about how much you're going to get paid that hour, G, all the way to the end of your shift. Done.
But that's what people just don't understand. Like, all the guys at the top in these corporations, obviously, yeah, fair enough, cool. We don't know the ins and outs of what's going on a day-to-day basis. However, how I see it is, fam, if your club or if your investment is succeeding, you're also going to eat as well. You're going to succeed. So why can't you put in the resources and get, like, let's not get it twisted. If United were to plug in however many amounts of money into the club, yeah, United will still be United. You still have the revenue that you get from the different countries. You still have the fan base. You still have the stadium. This is not going anywhere. Like, you're going to get the income that you need, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So I think that the like, just deep it now. Oli gets sacked and you get Sancho. It's just like, well, this could have been done last year. It's like Mourinho wanted Maguire. Maguire gets signed the year after. It's like, why? This doesn't make sense. So.
Exactly, that's the problem. Again, it's like they've all got potassium in their brain, like, upstairs. I don't know what it is, bro. It don't make sense to me, G. I'm tired, bro. We can talk about United and we can try. We could be surgeons, yeah, and try to dissect what goes on in their brain, and we will never ever find out. That's how mad it is. But all we can do is just give our piece, my opinion, and just say how it is. But a lot of people lose their head in it, and I understand why people get angry. I get angry sometimes, and I'm like, I can't deal with this, bruv. But you know what? It's part of the game. That's how football is as fans for us, innit? But yeah, I think we've spoken about them lot too much. But in terms of that Donny van de Beek, yeah, free my man, innit? Because oh man, I feel so sorry for the Don, bruv. I feel like he's just come here. He's thought, yeah, I'm gonna get some games. Like, this is it. And the fact that Van der Sar said, "Please look after him," it really resonates with me. I feel like we're letting Van der Sar down, and we're letting Van der Beek down as well, because the guys come in, and I feel like Ollie doesn't even rate my man. Like, he just thinks like, yeah, man, you can just chill on the bench, man. I'll call you when I need you, innit? And to the fact that he rather play Dan James over Donny van der Beek at times, and I'm just thinking, bro, this is quite mad. As you know, like even yesterday, like a lot of people said, yeah, but why, Matt is playing? Why can't Donny van der Beek? And I agree, bruv. Like, I rate Matt, and I think Matt is a quality player, in it. I'm sure you know more about Matter as well, but I think Matter is the person who's got quality, just not legs, in it. Unfortunately, his time's up. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think Donny van der Beek can do what Matter does, and he has more energy, more legs, obviously younger age as well. So I don't understand why he plays Matter yesterday rather than Donny van der Beek. And bear in mind, he didn't even come on again. Like, he didn't come on, bruv. Like, I don't know what the problem is.
Crazy, yeah.
Like, again, in that aspect, and I know we've just spoken about the board and whatnot, you have to analyze that and say, who the hell brought Van der Beek then?
It's the Van der Beek thing again. I think what the Van der Beek thing comes down to is literally what I was explaining with Pogba, in it. It's like,
because Daniel, I know it's a squad game. I know this is a squad game, yeah.
But he should be starting. Let's not get twisted.
Do you understand?
He's got the quality enough to start. He's better than the midfielders that have been playing. Facts. And it comes down to the manager putting in tactics, putting in a system that accommodates your best players. That's what it comes down to. I don't care. You have Fernandes, you have Pogba, you have Van der Beek. Make it work.
Let's make it work at least, bro.
My problem is, again, this comes down to Man United structure, planning, everything like that.
Oh.
I don't believe Van der Beek was bought with the idea of where he would fit into the team. They didn't have a definitive way of saying, all right, cool. I'm buying Van der Beek because he's going to do this role for me, and this is for the betterment of the team. The reason why Chelsea bought Havertz is because someone who can break the lines from midfield. We weren't getting enough goals from midfield. The reason why we bought Ziyech, we weren't getting enough delivery and output from our wingers. The reason why we bought Thiago Silva, we were conceding too many goals, set pieces. Do you get what I'm saying? When you buy a player, it's because you have it's interesting. Like, what you need to deep is, and what is so mad about the signings Chelsea made, every single signing Chelsea made went straight into the starting lineup.
Mad.
That goes to show there was a lot of planning that went into
exactly. Like, you think Chelsea thought, we're just gonna cop Ziyech. You cop Ziyech during the season of last season.
Exactly.
So these it's not you, bro. We have scouts and that. Like, if you're watching this episode, there's scouts out here that these they go, all right, cool. Who do you think we should plan? They have targets.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like it just confuses me. Like, Van der Beek just seems like a player that was bought. Cool, we've bought some quality to appease the fans. No, because when you don't play him, the fans are going to ask, why is he not playing? And especially when we're not winning. Look, as much as Tomori and Cho are guys that I want to be infused into the team, if we're winning, I can't really complain. Yeah, I can say maybe the management isn't that great or blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's a results business. We're winning, and we're winning well.
Yeah.
United aren't even winning consistently right now. And you have a star signing. Yeah, and I will say he's a star because he's a very, very good player. Not starting. Like, this is someone who's been to Champions League semi-finals, quality, dominated midfields with Frankie de Jong. Like, and he can't get in over McTominay or Fred or Mata or Dan James.
Bro, it's worrying, bro. It's worrying. When I see things like that, it's absolutely worrying. Like, I think, like, bruv, what does my man have to do to get a look into this team? Like, Fred and McTominay, workhorses, bruv, When it comes to the big games, like...
But Van der Beek is also... This is what is... He played in a system where he was working hard. And out of every single midfielder you have at the club, Van der Beek is your most sure passer. So his pass completion will be the highest. Like, in terms of the attack. So in terms of Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, I'm not saying he's better than them, but he has...
the same wavelength.
Exactly. He's sound. He's got that sound part. He's crisp. Like, his passes are crisp. Yeah. And you need that player in your team. You need it.
Bro, we've been shot. A lot of fans have been shouting for him to be like in the team and to be incorporated into the team. And again, this is where the frustration lies. This is why we go, all right, Ollie's lost it. I don't even know what's going on with my man. Was it him that suggested it? Suggested the Van der Beek, or is he trying to prove a point because he didn't get Sancho? Or do you know what? There's just so many things that are just running through the fans' mind, and we just have to now accept the fact that, all right, cool. It's only a matter of time before he leaves. The manager that comes in will identify Donny van der Beek as a crucial player hopefully, God willing, and say, do you know what? You are the one that I want to be started into this side. They gave him a 4 or 5 year contract. You know, you pay for a player to play in the league. Cool. Donny van der Beek is looking long term. He knows that Oli ain't gonna be there for a while, so he's not bothered. He's thinking, all right, cool, man, no worries. You do your thing. And a lot of fans are very naive in that matter of fact. Obviously, they want him to be playing now. I get that. I want him to be playing now because we're not consistent at the moment. But it's a matter of, all right, cool. Let's just enjoy the pain right now and just hope for the best in the future that Donny van der Beek gets his minutes, man. Because out of everyone, I think I saw the percentage. He's got the lowest minutes than any other player. I think bar Cavani, obviously, because
for Mata to have played, like again, like we said, I believe Mata is someone who comes on when you're lacking ideas. You just want to add one more extra person. When you're dominating a game, you got Bruno, you got Pogba, you got all these guys on the pitch. You just need one more guy who can deliver that final ball. Yeah, you send on Mata. But Van der Beek, for Mata to have more minutes than Van der Beek, for me, doesn't make sense. Unless there's something we don't know in terms of there's an injury, I don't know.
There's a vendetta there. I don't know where it is. I'll get to
I don't know where it is. Yeah,
I'll drive to Carrington one day and I'll find out because it's way too much, bro. But but no, nevertheless, United are poor. Obviously, they won their game, but it is what it is. There's only so much I can say and do about them. Hold tight, United. Everton, on the other hand, yeah, man, it's back to reality for you, man. And I think it's true, bro. You know what it is? A lot of man was saying Champions League elect, yeah, they're going for it, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, have you seen the squad, G? Take out James, Alan, Richarlison, who's out now. Bro, you're bringing on, no disrespect in that. You man are professionals for a reason. You're bringing on Iwobi, Sigurdsson, who costs, such amount that hasn't really done anything at Everton. You're bringing these guys on. You expect the other teams to fear that, bro? Nah, it's all long, bruv. You get me? It's all long.
Yeah, Ancelotti just got to find a way to get the best out of the rest of the squad. The problem with Everton is the squad stops at the starting 11. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is it.
Yeah, they're stretched right now, like really stretched. So
it goes to show how much they miss Richarlison, though.
I mean, I was saying it yesterday. Like I said it. I mean, Richarlison hasn't had a great start to the season, but he's my guy. Like I'm a Richarlison stan. Like it's just with Everton. I will admit I got sucked into the hype of it.
Yeah,
they look good. I won't even lie. Ancelotti got them popping, and again comes down to Everton backed him with the players he wanted. Most of those players he bought go straight into the starting 11.
Exactly.
And they were flourishing in it. But obviously now that the squad is stretched, not everyone's not fit. Like the other pieces, it's just tough. It's tough, man.
It is tough, and Ancelotti needs to find a way, man. Hold tight, him. That's the first time he's lost 3 league games in a row in 14 years. Matting, he must be fuming. He didn't want that start to come up, but it 100%. Is what it is. Hold tight, Everton, man. Like I said, back down to reality, and that hold tight. Keep it moving there. Chelsea took on Sheffield United. Obviously, Sheffield United took the lead. For me, that was a good goal, man. The cute little flick there. I'm not gonna lie. I thought, what my goal drinking? You know, there was a period that he hadn't scored in the Prem. That all of a sudden, once
all his goals are against Chelsea. He loves Chelsea. I think he's got three out of his 5 goals in the Prem.
That's mad. Chelsea, that's crazy, bruv. Like the flick was good, and I'm thinking, all type of goal drink that you're doing, you're taking it. You know them Caribbean Donnies. He's the type that have a gold tooth there. I can see him. One of them uncles. Like later on in life. He did his thing, but going forward in that, Chelsea thought, you know what, man, let's just do what we had to do, and the quality showed, man. Ziyech, for me, it just goes to show, bruv. Like, you know what's hurt? You know what? Shout out to Chelsea. You man splashed how much on him? Like, was it 36 million?
I think it was even less than that.
I think 34. I think it was 34
in and around 32 and a half, between that price range. Yeah.
My club are still negotiating with Dortmund, saying 88, not even 8, man said 110 million for Sancho. Bro, Ziyech was doing his thing yesterday, and shout out to him, bro, because I'm sure Chelsea fans were jubilant, man. I thought, I looked at that, watching the game, I thought, cool, like, fair play. The ball he whipped in for in the box in order for Chilwell to get his goal. Bro, you need players like that to be. It's been a while since I've seen a winger at Chelsea whip balls in like that.
Exactly.
Bro,
and that's what I was gonna say. Like,
I'm thinking,
bro,
Chelsea again identified a plan here. They've got their player, boom, in there. I was hoping that he wouldn't even be fit for the rest of the season. I don't want to see him. I'm brutal like that. I don't want to see my man there. But you like players to flourish, man. And ZX flourished yesterday, and it goes to show. I mean, if you man haven't watched the Champions League game for Chelsea, this is where it all started. He's been incorporated back into the side, and you can see the quality. Dan, take us through of how Chelsea did well there, because boy, I can go on about them as well, bro.
I mean, so much credit has to go to Chelsea first of all in terms of getting Ziyech. I mean, there was a lot of interest in Ziyech. However, I've forgotten who broke it down in a video, but a lot of the big teams didn't want to take a risk on Ziyech because of things like his dribble completion ratio, completion ratio, whatever that is, and misplacing passes. It's a bit like the Bruno thing. It's like players of that ilk, players who enjoy playing the final ball, they're bound to not have the greatest of stats. But when you have guys who are trying to play the final ball, sooner or later, it will come off and it will benefit your team.
It's about risk and rewards. That's what it is, isn't it?
Exactly. And that's why I'm not a fan of the Bruno slander. Like, I think it's just, I'm not a fan of it. But anyway, in terms of Ziyech, like, what's so refreshing to see in a winger is someone who doesn't even need to dribble. Just get the ball and deliver. Put in a cross, like, in an area where you just tell your guys attack and you will, like, we're going to get a lot of goals from crosses this season. And it's going to be refreshing because what Ziyech was able to do yesterday showed me the potential of this team. You've got one flank where you've got a crosser, like crossing central, Reece James, Ziyech. You've got guys who can cross. Another flank where you got runners, dribblers, you got Chilwell, you got Pulisic, back post merchants, you got Werner who can play on the wing if Tammy's up front. And that's what's, if you're clocking the tactics, what you'll clock is that when we play Werner on the wing, what we ask Werner to do is when the ball gets out wide, you ask Werner to come inside to help Abraham in the box, and Chilwell has that whole left flank to himself. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? And the same thing is going to be with Pulisic. Pulisic loves that back post run. And when we get those crosses in, it's going to be dangerous because when Ziyech cuts in now, you know he wants to cross it, but then he's got Reece James bombing down that side.
Matting.
And on the overlap. And if he plays that ball in, Reece James has got a free delivery into the box. So it's like, what we've seen so far, I'm enjoying it. And where it stems from is what I said. I explained it on all the podcasts I went on, the Man United game. I said, the Man United game, everyone was overreacting. Everyone was saying it was dead game, this, and that. I said, the Man United game was the first time I saw Lampard go into a game, say, I don't want to concede. I don't want to concede a goal. And we didn't concede. We shut up shop. We said, we're just going to let's see if we can actually just defend and not concede. Let's just see. And then we can know what the problems are, innit? In a game where we set out to be defensive. Cool, we didn't concede. Now I said building blocks. Let's see what we can do. Let's go and attack a bit. Let's attack and get our rhythm going. Krasnodar comes about, Rennes comes about, Burnley comes about, and 4 clean sheets on the bounce, and you can't ask for much more. Scoring in these games as well.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. So it's like, for me, it's the building blocks now. Now what I want to see, we're going to beat Newcastle away, and I'm very confident with that. I'm not a fan of doing predictions, but we're going to beat Newcastle. The game is the Tottenham game. When we go, I think it's Tottenham away. A big team now with our 4-3-3, our newfound formation, our newfound structure. Let's see if we can go out there and boss a game. Let's see if we can boss a game against a big team.
It'll be a midfield battle, though. It'll be a good midfield
100%, battle. 100%, man. Ndombele, Sissoko, Lo Celso, whoever they play in that midfield. But I back my guys, and I think, like, there's a new lease of life in everyone. Everyone enjoys playing with everyone. What Ziyech said that's so interesting and so refreshing to see as well in the interview, he was like, bro, when I look up, we just give each other the nod, and that's we know. Like, we just give each other the little wink, the little, it's time, make your run. Like, we worked on it already.
That's it.
And it's there, man. And that's what I want to see in my team, that chemistry. Yeah. You just know it's there, like, it's effortless. The free, and look, this Chelsea team, like Lampard, he's doing a good thing and he's learning. And that's all we want to see. Yes, we're gonna criticize him. Yes, he's gonna make mistakes. But we just want to see you learn, man. That's it. Just want to see you learn.
Can you see it? Can you see him being there after this season? If he wins, if he doesn't win a trophy, actually,
if he doesn't win 1,000%, I still think it just depends on what happens in the league. In the league, Champions League, like if we finish,
I've always said if you get top 4, and it's a
it will have to be more than top. I think we'll have to finish third, definitely, at least, and that's the bare minimum. And if you finish third, the Champions League quarterfinals, maybe a FA Cup final, like again, I mean, it's not the greatest. We'll be disappointed, but when you look at it, it will be that next season now. So next season, it will be you have to win the league, as that is like a must. Do you get what I'm saying? And like, and I don't think any Chelsea manager should be like that. Is the expectation? Do you get what I'm saying? Just like United, it's getting back to winning the league.
This is it, because we've been on a shit show. But yeah, obviously no, it's good. It's good the way you dissected Chelsea. One thing I wanted to pick up on, and I don't think maybe a lot of Chelsea fans or footballing fans have picked up on, is your goalkeeper, Mendy. For me, the way I've seen it now is this: Mendy's coming to the side. He's been the one obviously keeping the clean sheets along with the defense. For me, the way I see it, the defense is much more comfortable and trustworthy with Mendy being between the sticks. Now, I know it's just 4 or 5 games or whatnot, but then 4 or 5 games can go a lengthy way in order to build that trust. Trust doesn't happen overnight, brother. It is about building. And for Mendy to be in goal and for the defense to be keeping these clean sheets, and obviously I know you conceded yesterday, it was just 1 goal, but it was a good goal. The training guard set up, they knew what they wanted to do. Boom, boom, boom. They got their goal. However, Mendy between the sticks, he did get a few eyebrows raised because of what he was doing at Rennes or whatnot. Even I was like, oh, I don't know about Mendy, but you know what? It's a keeper that comes in at Chelsea and puts the pressure on Kepa. And I don't think we're going to see Kepa anytime soon. Probably in the
anytime soon, ever again, bro. Ever again.
So never again.
I don't think
What's your take on that? I mean, because I believe that the trust that is building in the defense and with the keeper is very, very fundamental for Chelsea.
100%.
Not considering the
Look,
goals.
What it comes down to is Mendy. Let me be honest. I didn't know Mendy before the interest was there. I mean, I knew Rennes were doing well, but I never actually looked into their team and the players that they have. Yeah. Obviously, we just know about Camavinga, the baller in it for France. So apart from that, I didn't really take too much time to look into their team. But when you look at Mendy now, he comes with high recommendation from Petr Cech, and Petr Cech is one of the smartest guys around in football. Do you get what I'm saying? And being the technical advisor and whatnot, if he says this is the keeper that we should buy, cool, you listen to Petr Cech and buy that keeper. Do you get what I'm saying? And obviously Rennes connection, we also bought Petr Cech from Rennes as well. So it's like, yeah, if he's saying that, then cool, bring him in now. Let me say this now. Mendy has been the most important signing Chelsea have made. The most important. In this window. Might not necessarily be the best, and that is high praise when you're coming in the window with Ziyech, Werner, Havertz, and all these guys. He's been the most important because what Mendy does is he's not only just a keeper that I believe will be a stopgap. I think he could be the keeper that we have and have him in goal till obviously he becomes older and you need the next.
You reckon, yeah?
100%, because look, the fundamentals, he's got the fundamentals. He comes out, claims crosses. He saves shots. He's a shot stopper. Bro, how things have changed, especially in the fan base. When Rashford was one-on-one, I thought it was a goal. I thought it was done. Let me be honest. I thought it was going in. It was reminiscent of, I don't know if you remember, Rashford. He scored a goal like that at Old Trafford against Chelsea.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
And Mendy makes a nice save with his leg, and it's like, okay, cool. And then the last minute save he made against Rashford.
Against Rashford again, yeah.
People think that was a comfortable save. He saw it late.
He's stretching, bruv. He's stretching.
Exactly. And it's like, he makes the job of everyone else easier. And when you do that as a player, you are an important part of that. It's not a coincidence that as soon as Kepa comes back in, everything is nervous again, and people are nervous, and we're not sure. Like, it's a shame. I said to Chelsea fans, we were spoiled as Chelsea fans because we've always had keepers 6 foot. You have Petr Cech, you have Courtois. Those have been our two main keepers. Guys who can come out, claim crosses, shot stop and all of that. Mendy's coming in and he looks like he can shot stop. He looks like he claims crosses. And fam, he can pass. He's not like shaky on the ball. He's comfortable on the ball. He can pass. And look, he's been very, very important. And if we didn't get a keeper, regardless of what we're doing at the other end of the pitch, we would have been conceding as well. So yeah, man, been big.
Hold tight, Kepa, wherever you are, and that, like, just I don't know, man. Just maybe in the canteen and that. If you're like canteen, just clean some tables and that, hands out some few food and that for the man. Them like, it was good, bro, because your days at Chelsea are numbered, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? When we spend money on players, I mean, his price tag, Jesus Lord, and that's why that's where the scrutiny comes from as well. The price tag is heavy. Yeah, so crazy. Him not performing like that, and then you get a keeper who comes in, he's about 80 million or so, if I'm not mistaken, and he's doing what he has to do as a keeper, is worrying on Kepa. And Donny, you need to, I don't know, pack your bags, amigos, just fly away or something. Cool. And the thing is, I have like a lot, not me personally per se, but a lot of people have this thing with black keepers as well. We never really come across black goalkeepers who are trustworthy.
No, it's just like there's definitely something. It's a sticking point. Like keepers that are black have not tended to, or it's not been seen as a thing. And I mean, I'd have to look into it properly to see if if black keepers are actually ones who make mistakes and that. So I don't have a say on that per se. But all in all, what it comes down to, regardless of your race and whatnot, if you do your job and you do your job well, no one cares about what color
you are. And that's what I was leading to, man, because I don't like that stigma with black people. I hate it, man, because anyone can make a mistake. It doesn't matter whether you're white, black, Asian, it doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah, look at Pickford. Pickford is probably the worst keeper in the league.
He is the worst keeper of all time. I mean, what he did yesterday, bro, right? When he tried to,
you guys should have even had a penalty.
Yeah, bro. I thought, yeah, that's a penalty. What the hell are you doing, man? Man, dropped the ball. I thought, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna kick Maguire.
Fam, it's in the full-on kick, like, bro.
He said, "I'm gonna kick you, bro. What are you doing?" He said, "I'm gonna kick you, G." Yeah. Honestly, yeah, him. And the thing is, he got dropped. I think it was for the Newcastle game. Then he brought him back. Ancelotti's got to, raise some eyebrows on that one, man.
He's got a big decision, man, to make.
Keepers, I don't know, but obviously in this league, this Premier League right now, where everyone's just conceding left, right, and center, there's no stability in terms of defense or whatnot. Apart from you man kept four clean sheets. No one's really keeping clean sheets like that. Everyone's defense is a bit shaky. I think that's down to me personally. I think that's down to obviously, I don't know, preseason, not having a preseason as well, not finding, the right feet, the right formation. It's going to take a while into the season before anyone gets their, stable team and say, yeah, this is what I'm going with, so and so. But I don't even know. This is like I'm not even gonna lie. I think this is like a Leicester type of season, man, where
could be
literally anyone can get. We're seeing Spurs like where they are now. You're thinking, all right, cool, man, and that's no disrespect to Spurs. I just look at them and I think, all right, you got the manager, you got the players, you got Bell and whatnot. Who I believe they had a really good window or whatnot. Spurs. I don't want to write them. I don't want to sound like a dickhead, innit? But
yeah. Now, be honest, bro. Let it flow.
Exactly. I just gotta be real in it. I just look at them and I think, your defense, bro, is
Spurs won't be winning the league. That's for sure.
I just don't know who's gonna win the league. We could say Spurs not gonna win the league and they end up winning it. You know them ones there. That's why I said it's like a Leicester season, but defensively. Yeah, who am I to speak defensively? But I'm just giving my opinion, innit? But because we held 6 against them, man. But defensively, look, I can't really be trusting Sanchez and whatnot, bruv. It's all long for them, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? However, obviously their front line can, do a job, and their midfield can do a job. But you need I'm surprised they didn't get actually they did get a defender. They got
Doherty.
They got Doherty and they got my man from Swansea as
Reguilon.
well. They
Reguilon.
got Reguilon and they got
Swansea Rodden.
that's it, Joe Rodden as well. So I just feel you're right. I can't see them winning the league. They might be challenging. They could be
Yeah, I mean,
challenging.
it just depends, really. Look, I said the team that wins the league is, and that's including Man City, Liverpool, and everyone else. The team that wins the league is the team that can put together a good run of games, go 10 games, win after win after win, just keep winning. And look, as much as I'm saying Tottenham aren't going to win the league, if they keep winning, well, they're going to shut me up. Do you get what I'm saying? So
It is what it
it's
is.
just about, regardless of the players you have, if you're able to build a confidence in your players where you're winning constantly, then you never know what could happen. I just think that with the Europa League on the side as well, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to. Yeah, it's just going to be
very,
tough,
very
man.
tough. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. I think it's going to be hella tough for them, but we'll see what happens with them, man.
100%.
We'll see what happens with the rest of the league. I don't like giving these predictions, man, but it is what it is. It's just one of them things. I can't right now. I'm so down. I don't even see Man United finishing top 6, bro. That's how man is. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
These things happen. I mean, Tottenham went through a bad patch beginning of the season. They were like 14th when Mourinho came in. So it's like, and you still got a game in hand. So
yeah, but what does that do? I mean, you have to win your game in hand, regardless.
Yeah, 100%. I just think right now for United, this is the best time to really think about whether you want Oli, Poch, like this international break. What 1 or 2 weeks off now? You make the decision now. You say, if you're keeping Oli, look, you keep him till at least February, March, April times, like basically end of the season. You have to. If you're not sacking Oli now, there's no point in sacking him at Christmas.
Exactly.
When thick and fast in games, you're asking Poch to come in and implement a whole new style, a whole new system. You're in all competitions. It's long.
It's long.
You know what I'm saying? So
I hear you. I think the message which is loud and clear for Man United and the board. If you ever watch this or ever come across this, get rid of him and make sure you have a structure, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being a victim. I've never been used to this. I've been comfortable at the top. Like, yeah, we win trophies. Like, yeah, calm. Now I'm actually having to argue with Arsenal fans and them, man. Like, and I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, is this what I am? I've been
what it feels like.
Jesus, this is what I have to deal with, fam. It's not nice.
But what I give credit to Arsenal is that they're good at, when people drop to their level, they're good at trying to keep everyone there, because they've been there for so long.
Oh my!
So they're good at keeping everyone there, trying to say, yeah, you lot are here now. So,
bro, I thought it was only me, bro. I think.
Do you know what Arsenal are? How I always, because I just have a disdain for Arsenal. I do not like Arsenal.
I hate them.
I don't like the fan base. And do you know what Arsenal are? Arsenal are that student, that's in set 3, and then when the set 1 guy gets dropped down to set 3, when you come in, they're laughing at you, and you're thinking, bro,
why are you laughing at me?
Why are you laughing? You're here, like
you're here, bro. You've been here for a long time. No, and they laugh. They go, "You're with us now." I'm like, nah, I'm not with you.
That's what I'm saying. They take pride in people who have been at the top now being at their level, and I just hate.
They've been there for a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my days, that's the best way to. Now I'm gonna use that from now on. I'm gonna use that from now on, because they make me sick. Like if I wish their club went into administration. I hate them so much.
That would be the funniest thing ever. Though. That would be jokes. The jokes would be crazy.
All jokes aside, Arsenal fans, you man, keep doing your thing. There's some of you that are thinking you're gonna win the league. Anything can happen. I'm not gonna, write you man off. But remember, you're like Spurs. You've got Europa League in it. Do you get me? So don't get ahead of yourself. I know you beat us at OT. 6 wins in the league in the last 35 years at OT. Crazy stat. When I heard that, I said, Jesus is Lord. Yeah, no wonder them man was celebrating. If they could, if it wasn't for COVID, it would have been an open top bus celebration.
Oh my days, parade,
Parade, exactly. So that's a trophy in itself to come OT and beat us like that. You understand? They won't be reflecting on the game at Etihad where they beat them in 2015 or whatnot. They'll be reflecting at the OT one now. Like, so we're gonna do what we did at OT. We're gonna do this. I just can't wait for you, man. Or Spurs, when you come against them, man. I just want you, man, to do your thing against them, because that man make me sick, bro.
Got to still.
But yeah, bruv, listen, man, like Daniel, man, I appreciate you coming on. I think we dissected Chelsea and Man United very, very well. A lot of people are going to be enjoying this, man. Prime wanted to hold that Prime because he did say, he said Man United will beat Arsenal. I said to him, look, listen, if we lose, I'm coming for your neck. Because Prime does this thing, where
he's so confident. He sounds to that man. Nah, I love Prime, man. He's my
Prime is my guy. He does this thing. He's like, I'm very sure this will happen, and somehow you're convinced. You know what? He'll be the best salesman ever, Rob.
100%,
bro. He'll sell you this pen. He'll say this is a golden pen, and this pen will
say grab this pen. Like grab it, like you got it. It's calm.
It's calm. This pen will win you £1 million. Trust me. Sell it. I'll sell it for you £10. He's like, yeah, swear down. I'm like, yeah, bro. That's Prime for you, bro. But honestly, bruv, I'm gonna flip it. Make sure that Man United don't cause me stress because I want to eat well and I want to sleep. I'm happy that they won this game. I'm sure you're happy Chelsea won their game right before internationals. But Daniel, man, it's been a pleasure, man. Let the man them know where they can catch you, bro.
Personals, I think the app will be on the screen. My personal is Daniel Bamaji on all platforms, Insta, Twitter, whatever. But the main place to see all my content with my guys, Darren and Josh, Eyes on the Ball TV, Insta, Twitter, everywhere. See the works, audio, YouTube as well. Like, subscribe, make sure you do all of that good stuff. But yeah, man, got a load of stuff, and definitely going to be bringing you now onto the platform, man. It's just about building that network. So yeah, man.
Come on. All the socials will be underneath. Make sure you go and like, subscribe on Eyes on the Ball TV. Them man are doing their thing. Hold tight, Darren. I need to get Darren on because obviously,
United. You lot will enjoy it. Yeah, you lot will be good stuff.
I'm sure he's got a lot to say and get off his chest as well. So I'll shout him. Very, very soon. But man. I'm gonna make sure all the socials are underneath. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on Beeks Corner as well. Yeah, catch us on the socials as usual. It is what it is. But bruv, it's your boy Beeks, and we're signing out. Peace.